Nearly 2000 years ago, a man sat at a tax collector's table, counting coins beneath the authority of Rome. To many around him, he was seen as corrupt, dishonest, and unworthy of respect. Yet, one day, everything changed. A single invitation from Jesus Christ transformed his life forever. He was known as Matthew, also called a Levi, a tax collector turned an apostle, a sinner who became a witness to grace. Though society rejected him, Jesus saw something greater within him. And through faith, Matthew became one of the most important voices in the story of Christianity. This is the story of St. Matthew the Apostle. Matthew lived in Capernaum during the time of Roman occupation. He worked as a tax collector, a profession deeply hated among the Jewish people. Tax collectors often worked for Rome and were associated with greed and betrayal. Many grew wealthy by demanding more money than required. As a result, Matthew likely lived with rejection and isolation from his own people. But one day, while sitting at his tax booth, Jesus approached him and simply said, "Follow me." Without hesitation, Matthew rose and left everything behind: the money, the security, the old life he once knew. In that moment, Matthew chose grace over wealth and purpose over comfort. After answering Jesus' call, Matthew invited him into his home for a great feast. Many tax collectors and sinners gathered there to eat with Jesus. Religious leaders criticized him, asking why he would spend time with such people. But Jesus answered with compassion, "It is not the healthy who need a physician, but the sick." Matthew witnessed firsthand the mercy of Christ. He learned that no person was beyond forgiveness. His own life became proof that God could transform even the most unlikely heart. As one of the 12 apostles, Matthew followed Jesus throughout his ministry. He listened to his teachings, witnessed miracles, and saw the power of love and truth. After the resurrection of Christ, Matthew devoted his life to spreading the gospel. Tradition holds that he preached in regions such as Ethiopia, Persia, and other distant lands. But Matthew's greatest contribution may have been the gospel that bears his name. The Gospel of Matthew presents Jesus as the promised Messiah, the fulfillment of prophecy, and the King who came to save humanity. Through his writings, generations would come to know the teachings of Jesus Christ, including the Sermon on the Mount and the call to love God and neighbor. The former tax collector became a messenger of eternal truth. Like the other apostles, Matthew faced danger for preaching the gospel. As Christianity spread, persecution grew stronger. Yet Matthew remained faithful to the mission Christ had given him. Tradition says he suffered martyrdom while proclaiming the message of salvation. Though accounts differ regarding the details of his death, his devotion never wavered. He who once collected earthly wealth now spent his life seeking heavenly treasures. Matthew's transformation revealed the power of redemption. His story proved that no past is too broken for God to restore. Today, St. Matthew is remembered as the patron saint of accountants, tax collectors, bankers, and those seeking spiritual transformation. His gospel continues to inspire millions across the world. Matthew reminds us that Jesus does not call the perfect, he calls the willing. A man once rejected by society became one of the foundational witnesses of Christianity. His life stands as a testimony that grace can rewrite any story. St. Matthew reminds us that transformation begins with a single step of faith. The past does not define the future when mercy enters the heart. In moments of guilt, failure, or regret, his life asks us one simple question: what could change if we answered Christ's call without looking back?